Hello.
Hey. Oh my God, I would count as off on at another location right now.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes. Oh, yes, you wanna say why you at a different location?
Oh yes, you guys, I'm coming in from you, abroad. Let me stop. Still stateside, but I'm dog sitting, and so I'm comfortably sitting in the home of a good friend, watching their pupper. Who's the cutest?
Oh, yeah, I like that background, though, that's so cool. It
Oh,
looked
I
like
get
you got kinda like one of those.
sophisticated.
Yeah, it looked like you kinda have one of those, like, when you do, like, the Teams meeting, and you have to
Oh,
set up, like.
oh, like,
Yeah, we gotta when you have to set up, like, the fake office background.
oh,
That's what.
really? Is it giving fake office?
No, I like it, but that's kinda what it remind me of.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling like I'm regal, like it's real estate.
Mhm.
Like I'm in one of the show homes.
Yeah, the aesthetic is real nice,
I
though.
know, isn't it? I know I'm feeling so lavish over here, I must
Uh-huh,
say.
uh-huh. And my background, of course, the
Oh,
movies.
movies, I love it. I know you're actually sitting in the space that I normally am used to sitting in.
I know, I saw. Ooh, okay, yeah, because I
Oh,
usually go.
bittersweet, bittersweet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna I don't even feel like getting up to close the door. I don't know if you can hear the cats, they running back and forth like they
It's okay. I
crazy.
think the cats add a little bit of
Mhm.
ambient noise. Ambient, is that
Yeah,
how you say it?
we keep it real, real
Yes.
life going.
And you
Yeah.
guys, if you hear the occasional like lip smacking, some ASMR pupper activity in the background, enjoy it. Take it in.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because what, he laying on the couch next to you, right?
Yes, he's so cute. Can't take it. I
Oh,
call him my little hammy.
him.
Even though he's like the biggest boy.
Oh, yeah. So, do you wanna go over what we drinking?
Oh yes. So you guys, we're bringing back us, especially for this season. This winter season calls for you guys. I gotta just
Mhm.
say this funny story really quick. I got in not too long ago from taking the sky on a long walk, and of course I had my coat on, and I was very warm, but no hat, no gloves. I digress. My ears are freezing, my fingers are freezing, and of course it warranted fatigue.
Mhm.
So
That's the
yes,
only difference. That's the only difference with the dogs. You always gotta take them out to walk.
oh I know. But you know what? One pro with that is they are giving you cardio.
Oh, yeah, they keep you active, like, the cats are just like, "What the"
Oh,
you
yeah,
be
but you know, oh my god, I was fighting for my life walking up this hill. This dog, I said, "Oh my god, I'm out of shape. Oh no, no ma'am. Imma have to get it together."
get it together. I like that mug, though.
Oh,
That's
thank
cute.
you. Again,
I
one of the perks of house sitting, isn't it the cutest?
I
Oh,
know. It's like a
yes, I love it. It's pink and perfect.
Oh, and what type of tea are you drinking?
Okay, so you guys, I'm drinking a hot toddy, spice, lemon, ginger, and herbal loose tea. Yum, mouthful.
Ooh.
Piping hot, love it.
Oh, I got my, Catitude is everything mug.
Oh, very nice. I'll take that. Love
Yeah,
it.
it's pink. Look, pink too. And I have, a blackberry walnut black tea.
Ooh, that sounds delish. Oh,
Mhm.
okay, warning you. The pupper has awoken and he's chewing on a toy, so we'll go with it.
That's alright. I love it. We'll have the nice some ASMR in the background.
Okay, great. Okay, so you guys, we are back again. Week 2, and we're continuously moving with this thing, you guys. So another segment of On Your Radar, still Christmas edition, still
Mhm.
highlighting female-centric performances. And tonight, we are going to be talking about which film, Mika?
Oh, While She Was Out.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
such a sleeper. The first thing I gotta say about this movie, everyone, is like so many times me and Mika have recommended this movie and people have never heard of it.
Mhm. I No one has ever heard of it.
Oh yes, it's like really fell under the radar. It came out what 2008. What is that?
Yeah,
6 years
2008.
ago. Ooh,
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
isn't that
16
crazy?
years ago, yeah.
Kim Basinger starring our girl, the
Yeah.
baddest in our opinion. 71 was 55 when she made this film.
Wow, that's crazy, yeah, and
Mhm.
I love Kim Basinger, and if you know her, you guys, popular films, Batman,
Nine
LA.
and a half weeks.
Yeah, LA Confidential, great actress in my opinion, I really enjoy her, and this was a great film to kinda see her in, you know what I mean? It was really enjoyable.
Oh yeah, and I'll describe it. Well, I don't know how you would describe it, Mika, but I kind of describe. We'll go into more
Mhm.
detail.
Okay, yeah.
But definitely a film in terms of set during the holidays, a Christmas
Yep.
film. But
Christmas Eve.
right, but I would not say this is a film. If you guys are thinking like roasting chestnuts over the open fire, like opening gifts, no. The setting is Christmas time, but it is an action packed film. So that's how I would describe it: action thriller, drama.
Yeah, it kind of fall in that action category, thriller. Sometimes people even put it in the horror category, but I guess it's more so because it's that thriller.
Okay, I can
Um,
see it though. I can see
yeah,
that's scary though, girl. When I'm
it
running for my
is.
life for Christmas, girl, that's scary.
Yeah, and it's more of that realistic kind of horror that can happen on
It
a,
really happened. Oh
yeah.
yes.
Let me say I guess I could just read a synopsis of what it's
Yeah, give us
about.
a synopsis.
Okay. Oh, so the film follows Della, which is Kim Basinga's character. She's a
I love
suburban.
that name, like
I
throwback.
love,
We haven't heard of
yeah.
Della recently. I have not heard Della.
No, it's
Della
only
Reese.
Della Reese.
Yes. Come on.
That's the only one that came to my mind when I heard that name, Della. But I love that name.
I know. I love it.
Yeah,
That's
so Della, which is played by Kim Basinger. She's a suburban housewife who is forced to fend for herself when she becomes stranded out on a night in the town to get some wrapping paper. She's doing some last minute Christmas shopping. Well, no, she doesn't have to do any Christmas shopping. She has to run out on Christmas Eve to get wrapping paper.
okay. Now, can I say this is the part of the movie where I think, like, initially I was like, oh, never, never would be me. First of all, you are not going to see me out on Christmas Eve at all.
Oh
Nor would you
no.
see me out the day after Christmas. Those 2 days are absolutely not leaving my house.
Probably the whole week, the week of Christmas.
And the fact that she left on Christmas Eve for wrapping paper, like at that point, my kids, your gift is under that tree. Enjoy it. I didn't get to wrap it, but those are your gifts. These are your gifts. Happy days.
You can see it, but don't touch it till the morning.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Or
Yeah, but she waited.
get some bags. Maybe if you keep those shopping bags from groceries, wrap it in there. Some old
Trash bags,
newspaper.
even.
I don't know, sheets.
Let's improvise, but let's remind ourselves. I mean, this was a mother who genuinely wanted to make sure, like, the gifts were in order for her
Mhm.
children. She has a young son, and a young daughter.
Yes, yes. And one thing about Della, one thing to kind of explain about her character is her marriage. We get a glimpse of it in the beginning of the film. This is not a happy marriage. We can tell this is an abusive marriage, really fearful of her husband. So we can tell there's a lot of things going on, and she's kind of like a really timid and scared character in the beginning of the movie. We see that, and the kids are witnessing the interactions between her and her husband, which we know is not healthy either. So it's really kind of just disturbing in the beginning of the film to see that dynamic.
Oh, definitely. Clearly a domestic violence situation.
Mhm.
I agree. Her character is quite meek, timid,
Mhm.
quiet, especially
Mhm.
in her interactions with her husband. You can tell even in the short introduction we get in the beginning of the film of what this woman has lived on a daily basis, just based off of the way he talks to her
Mhm.
mannerisms as she
Mhm.
encounters him, and then the children's overall response. The one thing that I will say, though, in the midst of that, and that's probably common for so many women living in a situation like this,
Mhm.
is that you can tell her overall objective is to keep her kids safe and to be a
Oh,
good mother,
yeah.
and to try to the best of her abilities, I'm sure, keep them away from kind of seeing what she has to go through and deal with.
Mhm. Yeah, trying to make something as normal as can be when obviously is not, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that, getting the wrapping paper, girl, right?
I know,
Like,
and
as
that's like,
normal as it gets, right? It's
yeah,
Christmas. I want the kids
yeah,
to have a good Christmas. Let me go get this wrapping paper, and
yeah.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing that sets him off, that, that she's actually going to do that, and, God forbid you have to stay home with the children,
I
you know
know,
what
how
I
dare
mean?
she? How dare she?
How dare she? Yes. So this is how we're introduced to Della's character in the beginning of the film. And as we say, she's off to get that wrapping paper.
Oh yes, oh yes. And, okay, now let's back up a little bit, you guys. We're not going to give too much of this film away, but we got to set it up, and we're not giving too much. Oh, one thing I will warn people is just trust us and watch this movie. Do not watch the trailer. I think the
Mhm,
trailer gives too much away in terms of what
mhm,
happens in this film.
mhm.
We're
Like
not
they
we're gonna
often
give
do.
Yes, but we're gonna give you enough so you can kind of just know how this night starts off. It goes from wrong to hell very fast, right? And so she goes to the mall already. Why are we at a mall on Christmas Eve? I
Yeah.
digress, bro. I would have been
That's
at the CVS.
that's the yeah.
Hello? For the wrapping
20
paper?
you're a 24. I didn't even think about a 24-hour CVS.
Come on. Give me something other than the mall. I can't do
Wal
it. I can't
25
do
or
it.
Walgreens, yes.
Exactly. And
The
then
Dollar Tree, the Dollar Tree.
okay, yes,
Yes.
exactly. And then okay, so then we find her actually pulling into the mall parking lot. There's a spot that's clearly two spots that have been taken up by this car.
Mhm,
Della obviously annoyed by that. I mean, I would be annoyed by that, but I
mhm.
think things in my head. I don't actually say them usually, and I'm definitely not leaving anyone a note. And that's what she did. She
Yeah,
left a
yeah,
note.
definitely not. I may be pissed off in my head, and nowadays, I'm even watching my kinda road rage. I let it go, not leaving a note, just like, it is what it is.
Yeah, and she basically left a note to let them know, basically, jerk, you took up two spots.
Yeah, asshole. Learn how to drive.
And then she goes about her day, her evening shopping, getting what she needs. Long story short, fast forward, she comes back in the parking lot. That car is gone. She gets in her car and can't leave because she's met by the car she left the note on.
Mhm, mhm.
And then it goes from 0 to 100 real quick right there.
Yes, and that's when we encounter kind of the owners of that car. It's a shady, shady group of guys.
Typical. I mean, if we look at this, we look at these guys. Do they mean us no harm? Like, and four of them, mind you, too. And without giving too much away, I was asking, where's the security? You'll
Oh,
see what happens there,
oh
but
yeah, Kira. I was
where's
about to
where's
say,
more
now you know,
security? I know. I was like, where's more security when you need them?
I know. I mean, they come, but
Yes, we'll say that.
we'll say
And
that.
what I will say is quite interesting is I did think that Della, for the most part, handled this interaction with them better than I would have thought. Like her
Mhm,
reflexes were quite good in the sense
mhm,
of kind of getting out of there to the best of her ability. And
mhm,
long story short, based off her leaving this note and antagonizing, well, what these guys perceive to be antagonizing them unjustly,
mhm,
how dare she? They
mhm,
actually start following her, chasing her, and
mhm.
that's when the movie kind of goes off and picks up.
And as we said, we have like pretty much two main characters in this movie. So we have Della, who Kim Basinger plays, and then out of our group of misfits, the main leader is played by Lucas Hayes, which people may know as well. His name is Chucky
Oh my god, I love it! Come
in
on,
the film.
you be
That was
scared of
so
Chucky,
yeah, Chucky. So he's the other main character in this film. So he's kind of I guess you would say, the leader of this band of
leader
misfits.
of the pack.
Yeah, the leader of the pack, yes. And like
Always
Kira
gotta have
says,
one.
yes, yes. And like Kira says, Della leaves and then she finds out, she's brought on this problem and now she's being followed and
Pursued
pursued.
heavily.
Mhm, mhm,
Now,
mhm.
Mika, we own this film.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, I wanted to show the cover because I thought that it does a really good play in terms of like Little Red Riding Hood. And it took
Yeah,
us a minute initially when the cover first came out. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool how they did it. Even like
yeah. Yeah, I thought that too. That's what it gives me too with the cover. It gives me like with the hood, and then she has the red toolbox, which will come in handy, throughout the film. But
you
yeah,
hear a couple
it definitely gives that Red Riding Hood. Like she's being hunted, she's being pursued throughout this film, and she's going to have to survive and kind of use her wits and use her skills to kind of make it throughout the night to ultimately get home to her children.
oh yes, and intent on survival. Honestly, I
Mhm,
think we find Della for the first time realizing that her life is meaningful in the sense
mhm,
of I'm gonna live, I'm gonna survive, and by the time this is all over with, I'm not putting up with anyone else's crap.
mhm.
And it's so funny to me because when she finds this toolbox, all of the tools become extremely important in terms of all of the individual guys, the four guys she
Yeah.
interacts with.
It's like it becomes her arsenal.
It's
Yeah,
Arsenal. Yep.
it is an arsenal, and I really love this film because even with the pacing, it pretty much I like the pacing. It goes right off. There's really no slow parts. The film does a good, nice pacing from the beginning, the middle to the end. Just it keeps up the momentum, so I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, and it's not a long film. I think it's only 88 minutes.
Yeah, it's not long at all.
From start to finish, like Mika said, you really do start fresh out the gate. and then it doesn't let up. And then even the ending part, let me say this, I do love the ending because it doesn't
Well,
allow you to fully know what she does. And I
mhm.
appreciate that in the sense of I know people are going to watch this film and say, dang, I
Yeah,
would have
because
loved to see this. And I feel like I like where I know it's going and I can appreciate that. But I get it.
yeah, see, I'm the opposite. I did like the ending, but after her night, I would have loved to, like you said, to have seen, like really seen what I wanted to.
Oh yes, when you guys watch it, you'll know what we mean. But I think that at the end, we know that Della is done. Like, so in
Mhm.
terms of like being a doormat, people pleaser, having people walk all over her, belittle her, degrade her, physically assault her, no
Mhm.
ma'am.
And I love that like I said, I love that trajectory because we see her where we see her in the beginning of the film and where you see her at the end of the film. I really love the trajectory. And like you said, sometimes when we feel hopeless, we may acquiesce to one way, but when we're kind of put up against a wall, like our back is up against the wall, and it's really fight or flight. We have
Or
to make those
freeze.
tough decisions. Yep, or freeze. You have to make those tough decisions, and I love kind of where we see her go.
Oh yeah, and honestly, by the time my night is over and I've done jumped through debris and I'm in the forest and I'm out of breath, you best believe if I can overcome that, I'm not dealing with much after that.
Oh, yeah, and then I was like, man, my wrapping paper. All left is some damn wrapping paper.
My God, my God. And can you imagine? Like, you best believe I went out, got this wrapping paper, I'm taking it home, I'm wrapping these gifts. You best believe I'm making it home.
Oh my god! And let me see. I wanted to kind of go over because I did write some things about. Let me see why.
Well, one
Let me
thing I will
see.
say in terms of why I like this film, Kim Basinger, I think
Okay.
that as an actress, she's so still, in my opinion, underrated. And
Yeah,
I just
very.
want to see her get her flowers because they are so rightfully deserved. And
Mhm.
again, I'm not saying this is Kim Basinger's best work
Or,
ever.
or, is, or, is the, or that is the best film, but it's a really enjoyable film to
It's an
watch and fun.
enjoyable film. It's fun. I think she is honestly really good, like a fun to watch in this.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's why I enjoy it.
Hmm. Yeah, I had number one, Kim Basinger. Like I said, she's one of our favorite actresses. It's good to see
Among
her. Like, yeah, I
definitely.
don't really see her a lot in a lot of films. And this one, like I said, when she was she's older, like you said, she was in her 50s when she did this film. It was really good just seeing her, you know, out there and in such a different role than I've usually seen her in. Like I said, one of my favorite performances from her, which I think is her best performance, it really shows that she's a really great actress, was LA Confidential. But she just really did a great job. I really bought Della's character from the beginning to the end. So and then this I think we already talked about that, but like I said in the beginning, we see a whimpering, kind of abused wife, like we said, very timid, very cowardice, and understandably because we see who her husband is. And then a trajectory when we get towards the ending of the film of where we find Della's character. I really enjoyed that. I did think like the Misfits, they were kind of just a crazy, bizarre bunch, but
It
hey,
will be much at times in terms of like,
yeah,
okay, yeah. Well, what I will say is
yeah.
they present it as the big bad. Ooh, if you will,
Hmm.
the big bad wolves, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, because it is like we said, we think it's giving us. I definitely
Huffing and
feel,
puffing, thinking they're big and bad.
yeah,
And I
this is
think
definitely giving,
they
yeah.
completely underestimated their match, as most people do, right? We think
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
who we can ultimately victimize becomes those who surprise us.
Hmm.
Rightfully so. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I do love kind of in terms of it's really kind of shot. It's not too much different scenes. I think we find ourselves we're at the parking lot, we at an old construction site, and then we in the forest. It's not really
Yes,
that much.
it's a home, parking lot, mall, parking lot, like you said, a place where they're renovating these new
Yeah,
homes, forests, home.
yeah, it's like pretty much a chase scene, like chase cat and mouse throughout this whole film. Like I said, her Della trying to outwit these four thugs who definitely, like you said, want to like mean to assault her. Again, as a woman, that's just crazy because they let those attentions be known right away, and then ultimately, like, most likely kill her. You know, is the
Oh, not
goal.
most likely. I think the
Yeah,
intention very
yeah,
much so was
is
to,
the is
into
the
life.
goal. Yeah, is the goal for these guys, but a really just enjoyable one. Did we find out where it's playing? Like, where can people like watch it?
Oh, well, right now, I mean, shout out if you have a Star subscription. Oop, you guys can actually watch it if you do have a Star subscription. At this rate, I think that it would probably make most sense. I don't think it's an expensive film. I
No,
would buy
no.
it. I think it's
Yeah,
worth an
I
eye, and
think
even
when
rent
I
it.
got it on Amazon, I think on Amazon this was probably only 8.99 or something like that.
It's worth $8.99.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's still that price, but
Oh, yeah,
when
you got.
I got it, because I've had it for a while now, I found it at that price. But I would say to buy it. Like we watched this one. Well, I know I do too. I watch it every Christmas season, even though, like Kira said, it's not really like your standard Christmas movie. But it goes in that rotation for us because we like a lot of mix for Christmas. Throw in some action, throw in some horror, throw in some romance. I love all types of variety for Christmas, and this is a fun thriller for Christmas.
And be mindful, I think, with On Your Radar specifically for this December, we wanted to highlight 4 films,
Mhm,
female-centric films that were very different in terms of genres. So,
mhm,
my action lovers, those who like fun, fast-paced,
mhm,
thriller, suspense, this is the one that you should definitely consider watching this holiday season.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, and I don't know if we even talked about that too, Kira, but that's we've kind of refocused to um what we're doing on the page in terms of female centric films.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the focus right now,
that's
you
the
guys. So we're
focus.
gonna be highlighting again, still film and TV, but female centric solely. So I think it just narrows the scope of where we want to highlight what we discuss, but female centric film and TV.
Mhm, mhm. Yes, and I think next week, what are we coming back with next week for next Friday? I think we'll have Anna and
Another apocalypse. Ooh,
yes,
I said
yes.
that. Ooh, girl,
Yeah, yeah,
emphasize.
yeah, Anna and Apocalypse. Ooh, see, I did it good.
Musical.
A horror musical Christmas.
Love it. So you guys, if you guys love a good musical, for my people who love a good musical, who love horror,
Mhm,
and a little bit of comedy thrown in as
mhm.
well,
And
this should be the
Christmas.
holiday film for you.
Yes, and Christmas.
And Christmas, yes.
So that'll be a fun one to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think? I think did we kind of go over everything about this
I
one?
think we did. I mean, again, Mika and I's philosophy for every segment we do is we want you here for a good time, not a long time. I think we came and we gave you what you needed in terms of why this film should be on your radar and
Mhm.
why you should run and watch it quickly. And when
Mhm.
you do, please come back and let us know. Did you like it? What are your
Mhm.
thoughts?
Yes, because we want to get more people, like we said, to watch it. Because we did have Cody did have one thing he had put a message, and this is what we always hear. Like we said, awesome. I love this movie, and I'm happy that I'm not the only one who knows this one.
You're not Cody.
Yeah, because this is usually what we hear. No one has heard of this film. So please go watch it. Let us know what you think about it. If you've seen it, like we said, it's just a fun one to throw on. If you want to just have a good action, a good thriller, throw this one on.
Oh, yes. And then you guys also, if there's any female centric holiday films
Yeah.
that you recommend, TV shows too, please share those with us as well. We'd love to see what you guys recommend. And they
Yes, and
might
if
be on
you
our radar. Yeah.
oh yes, and if you follow us on Instagram, you'll notice that for the month of December, we have been highlighting holiday films that are female centric based. So um, please go over there at Double Feet Podcast as our us on Instagram and take a look at what we've been watching.
All
Yeah.
right. Yes.
Yes, yes, guys. All right, so we're gonna head out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please check out While She Was Out, and then please let us know. Come back in the comments if you've seen it to let us know what your thoughts are on it.
All righty.
All
Bye,
right,
you guys.
bye, guys.